it's your girl Brittany, and today I have 4 gentlemen, the Heartbreak Kings. Jagged Edge, what's going on?
What up, what up, what up?
So, guess who just walked in? JD.
Shawty.
What up? What up?
What's going on?
What's happening?
How you been?
I'm good.
The last time I feel like I seen you was when Russell had all his companies in another office.
Yeah, I went over there, by the way. That's where I just came from, looking for y'all.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Sorry. They didn't give you the memo?
Yeah, State Building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's me trying to be like, I know where I'm going. Like, yeah, GlobalGrind. I'm like, I know where that's at. I just went over there.
Right.
And you were like, wait,
I'm
no.
like, wait a minute.
Nah, wait.
I could have swore it was in this building.
Right. So wait, so you're back with the guys.
Yeah.
You know, helping them and, you know, helping them promote their project, Hope, and the new album. So kind of tell me about you guys kind of coming back together and all of this kind of.
I mean, well, it's not really a comeback together. We always
Right.
been like, we together regardless of whatever's happened with whatever you think you've seen or whatever you thought you saw. We always been together. It's never been a like I didn't have to beg them to do the 20th anniversary. You know what I mean? It's not like we never been in that position. Like, you know what I mean? They actually, you know, been probably more about this than me as like, JD, let's go, man, let's get this going. You know what I mean? Like, we done had so many conversations to try to get this what you see right now on track, right? And it was just like, for me, I wanted it to be in a good situation, in a good place. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to put it out because we tried it before Def Jam, and the people that was there didn't really understand what was actually supposed to happen with this group. You know what I mean? And this is not something that you play with. This is something that you really you got to take care of and nourish and make sure that it's done right. So after that situation, I was just like, we can't, you know, we do it again. We gotta find a right place. You know what I mean? We gotta find a home that understands what this music is, and they gonna put this music to the people that love it and want to see it and want to watch it grow. So it took a minute for us to get that together. And a lot of times people don't understand that the business behind the records is always a lot more shit than you know what people think. You
guys typically find that frustrating when labels like just don't get it? Like especially you know, in the beginning of your career and you're like, no, like I'm trying, like I want you to see the wave. You're not seeing the wave.
Nah, believe me.
Like, it's funny because when JD was going through over there at Columbia, like I used to tell JD, like, man, this ain't right. Like, you know what I mean? Because to me, I always felt slighted that, like, every time JD would do a record outside of the building that we was in, it would be one of the biggest songs in the world, whether it be Mariah or whatever. But as soon as he put out his own stuff on his own label, it's moderately big. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a window or a ceiling over it, I should say. And back then, like, when he left, I was totally in support because I knew where we was at, we could do better than that. Most definitely. Most definitely.
And then you kind of co-signed what was it? Migos had the new Atlanta record.
Well, I mean, it's like a co-sign. I mean, they took my song.
Yeah, they did the Welcome to the.
If they wouldn't have put me on it, we would have had a problem.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, it's my record. You know what I mean? It's my record. So I mean, I think, you know, people say paying homage to whoever's. I mean, it's my song.
Yeah, to you, to everybody.
But I mean, I you know, I fuck with the Migos. They from the A, and I support anything that's ever come out of Atlanta. You know what I mean? So. That's new Atlanta, by the way. Everybody, I heard somebody trying to like talk about the situation, but they can say what they want to say. I go out. I know what's being played in the club. It's the Migos. It's it's Rich Homie Quan. It's Young Thug. Like the people that's on that record, they got the clubs on smash in Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta's always kind of been a united front though. Like y'all don't really have as many issues, I feel like, in some of the other cities. Like y'all have a little bit of bickering here and there, but most of the time everybody kind of supports.
I mean, the thing about Atlanta is that you can't, the numbers don't lie. Like this is what somebody always want to talk about. Like if people say numbers lie, I mean men lie, women lie. You can't, just like what I'm saying about this record, right? I could sit there and be like, feel disrespected because you saying it's a new Atlanta, but ultimately I don't feel disrespected because I always wanted Atlanta to be that city. I always been the person I couldn't even call myself the mayor if I don't actually let other people from Atlanta start coming in and do what they gotta do. I'm sure it don't do nothing but big up the city. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, ultimately, it's hard for. Why would you fight? What are you fighting for? Like even them guys is young, and you know, and they all making records together. Young Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan just put out a song today on a new mixtape. Like, I think that's, you know, they understand, right? And that's how Atlanta's been able to be successful all these years. We understand what we got to do to become, and we know that we from the South. Right. I think a lot of people understand. I think a lot of people understand that's new. They understand the stress that I had to go through, or somebody else had to go through to even get heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a time when coming to New York, they wouldn't play no.
We were
hating.
I won't call it hating. They just wasn't really. They weren't prepared for it.
Yeah.
They did it, and it wasn't. You know, you can't call it hating. It's just they weren't ready for it or whatever it was, and it wasn't. They didn't see it the way we see it, right? But then when I started throwing parties, they started coming to Atlanta. They started going to strip clubs. Now the strip clubs in New York look like Atlanta.
Yeah, because like right now in New York, kind of the talk is about kind of preserving or finding that New York sound that a lot of old veterans in the hip hop game are kind of still stuck on. Kind of.
Stuck is the right word.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people in New York kind of don't give, you know, A$AP Rocky and A$AP Mob credit because even though they're from Harlem, they have influences from Houston. They like Bone Thugs. I mean, right now,
French Montana go through the same thing.
French Montana gets the same slack because he's hanging out with Rick Ross. And,
but is that fair? Because I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Because I mean, you think about it, it's not right. And I'm talking to some of your hardcore New Yorkers out there. That's not right because y'all had.
But I ain't trying to be funny. New York's the only one that hold it like that. We don't. Nobody else is like hating on the next city to keep preserve their own. No, I don't see that nowhere else.
I understand it, but it's more cultural than it is music. Right. You know what I mean? Because musically, you can't expect A$AP Rocky to sound like Nas. BDP or Nas or somebody else. A$AP Rocky told Bow Wow he's the reason why he started rapping, right? Like, people don't even understand that. Like Bow Wow, these guys look up to Bow Wow. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't. They know Nas because of magazines and places like this and this, that, and third. You don't hear Nas on the radio out here. You know what I mean? It's just, that's something that they know from the respect and the culture part of it, right? So musically, people have to understand what these kids been listening to ain't that music. Ain't no Wu-Tang on the radio for these kids to grow up and listen to, right? So that ain't
preserve the sound they not hearing.
Yeah, that ain't what they heard. They you know, I seen somebody else say this the other day. They was like, you know, everybody always talk about keep it real, right? Keep it real and do whatever you know and whatever. So I post a picture of BMF in the compound. Right, and then people started saying like, I'm gonna unfollow you, JD, because I didn't know you was that type of person that would promote this and do that and this, that, and the third. You should have put somebody else up here, and they named a couple people that I should have posted, and I didn't reply. But I'm replying right now. I don't know them, and I ain't never seen them. I know me. And I seen the movement. I seen it come from 5 people like this to 500 people.
Everywhere they
So went. I can't talk about something I don't know, by the way. So I mean, I just think that's what it is. It's like people want individuals to talk about things they don't know.
Wait, when is the project coming out?
Well, the project, this project come out September 30. The album, for all who don't know, the album is entitled J Heartbreak 2, and the first single is called Hope.
And Hope will be out Tuesday.
Hope will be in iTunes June 17th, man. It's coming Tuesday, man.
Get that, and I'll be in court
for sure.
You
gotta be in court.
On Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be in court on Thursday.
On Friday.
Don't live with me. Yo, it's Jagged
and JD, man. We're watching GlobalGrind TV. Y'all keep it locked, alright?
Grind.
We do.
Awkward. I don't know. This is how they do it, right? They rub it like this, and then they.
Everything. We didn't watch niggas get rich in the game, fall off in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like taking all that with stride.